Hey, what's up everyone? Pasay Bota here. We are now in this fifth game for today. Minnesota Timberwolves going up against Chicago Bulls. And this one will actually start at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So that's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Approaching this game, Minnesota Timberwolves, they got a record of 35 wins and 15 losses, while for Chicago Bulls, they are at 23 and 27. We all know that we actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel, Pasay Baller, but for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium packages, you might want to reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just go ahead and take a look at the descriptions of our videos and you would see the details right there. The spread that is given is -5. That's given towards Minnesota Timberwolves. Chicago Bulls would have the home court advantage on this. But in terms of momentum, we gotta give it to Minnesota Timberwolves because approaching this game, they are coming off a win. And not only that, they have actually won 6 out of their last 10 games. As compared to Chicago Bulls, approaching this game, they are actually coming off a loss. And they are only having 5 wins out of their last 10 games. In terms of fatigue, both teams are coming off rest, so we can just skip that part. And let's go ahead and take a look at the health and availability for both teams. Now, for Minnesota Timberwolves, they're actually doing good in maintaining their health because I can only see one player in IL at the moment, and that's Jalen Clark. He is actually confirmed out for this game. While for Chicago Bulls, this one's a bit long. Let's take a look at it. Those who are confirmed out would be Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, and Patrick Williams. While we have Alex Caruso listed as questionable, and we have Kobe White, Dalen Terry, and Torrey Craig all listed as probable. So again, we have 3 players confirmed out, 1 listed as questionable, and 3 tagged as probable for Chicago Bulls, making Minnesota Timberwolves the better team, or the team which has the advantage in terms of health and availability. Chicago Bulls, they are actually performing decently, although they are still below that 500% mark. I feel like Chicago Bulls still have, still got this very good chance of making it to the playoffs, as long as they can actually grab as many wins as possible as we approach, the latter part of this season. While Minnesota Timberwolves, they are one of the best teams that we have right now, not just in the Western Conference, but the entire league. The spread of -5, I feel like Minnesota Timberwolves should be able to cover that because of the fact that Chicago Bulls, they are actually missing some very important pieces going up against a very good team like Minnesota Timberwolves right here. I like Chicago Bulls' resilience. I like Chicago Bulls whenever they go up against a strong team. They just don't give up. But man, Minnesota Timberwolves is just gonna be a different story. Them without Zach LaVine, them without Patrick Williams, it's going to be very hard for them to be able to keep this one close. Minnesota Timberwolves, they got the advantage in terms of size. They got the advantage in terms of having Anthony Edwards. I don't know if they would have Caruso, or I don't know who's going to be the best player to take on Edwards, but if ever Caruso will be there, I'm pretty sure that they would actually put Caruso on Edwards for several times. But the size of Edwards and not Edwards, sorry, the size of Towns and Gobert would really confuse the defense of Chicago Bulls, and the defense of Minnesota Timberwolves should actually make it hard for Chicago Bulls, especially that they don't have Patrick Williams, they don't have Zach LaVine, so it's gonna be White and DeRozan, trying to see if they can also open up their bigs, Nikola and Drummond. So it's going to be very tough for Chicago Bulls going up against Minnesota, especially that Minnesota is very healthy at this point. So my pick on this one would be Minnesota Timberwolves -5. Again, that's Wolves -5. Peace out, Pasay love, and God bless.